Hello, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Now commencing episode 2. It is like 6:30 p.m., so we should... What the heck am I making? Okay, there we go. I was still making a few feathers, I guess. Or why do I call them feathers? A few arrows when I actually closed the game temporarily. Okay, where do I actually... I'm a little nervous about getting off of here. Oh, there it is. That's the place. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make some wooden frames. The zombie dying on the cacti. At least the cacti are a good warning signal that zombies are coming. That's something. Okay, so this is telling me that that's where the ladder is, so I don't get confused. It would be very awkward to get confused over this and fall off the building and break my leg. Now, let's just quickly... I did pick the gun store because it's kind of harder to break into as the place that I will make my home. I don't know if you can reasonably break into some of these places. I don't immediately need medicine supplies. I could use the tool shop. There might be more zombies there, though, because we haven't completely cleared this area. We only cleared the area, like, close to this end of the town. And if we fail to clear it by nightfall, then all those zombies will start running. And I don't really want them running back to my gun store. So maybe we should just stay away from it and just, like, loot the immediate kind of area. I wouldn't mind a bit more wood, actually. If I do break this, though, are they all going to freak out? All the zombies? Are they going to come after me? I don't know. If they start running at nightfall towards my place, I'm going to start fighting them. But it's kind of hard to hit them when they're running, so I'd rather just avoid it if possible. Maybe we can avoid this tree and chop some of these smaller ones instead. Or like the ones that are just on the ground. Again, we'll just quickly... painkillers, nice. Scrap lead, don't really bother looting it. I'm crouching here to make less noise for the trash can, because trash cans make so much noise. Yeah, I don't really bother looting scrap lead because you really don't find a large enough sample of it to be worth the inventory space. And really, like... Once you start mining lead, you can collect so much more. And not only do you collect more, but you can collect way more than you need for a really long time. So it's not particularly difficult to get lead. Okay, I need to make sure I'm moving back when that happens. The tree did go in the other direction, but there was a chance it could have gone back in my direction, which would have been very bad. Obviously. Ooh, this is clay. Maybe we should collect some clay. That would not be a terrible idea. Think. I'm not going to be able to use it right away. So maybe it's not really... Yeah, I'll just keep in mind that there's a clay patch here. It's good enough for now. A little grass. I'm glad that we're finding grass in the desert, of all places. Okay, that is a wood. This will give me wood. Wooden log. There we go. You can also break cacti. They give you these, I think they're called, there's some kind of fruit that you get from it that you can use to, well, to eat if you're really low on your food. That's a problem. I don't think it's really an issue for us. Maybe I should break one, though, just for the sake of demonstrating. Oh, I hate these small cacti, so I'll just, because they're easy to walk over by accident, so we'll just break them. And yeah, yucca fruit, that's what it is. It's not amazing, though, honestly. Oh wow, that made basically no difference to my hunger. I'd say I'm very happy about it. Okay, it is 8 p.m. The zombies will run in about 2 hours. We'll just continue collecting a few basic things. Just in the immediate vicinity here. And I was thinking about it. The way we'll run episodes is going to be from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. This is the episode's covering a full day. So we'll only run this episode till 4 a.m., even though it's going to be a little shorter than the previous episode. Because I ran the previous one a little longer than I should have. But I want to keep it a bit consistent, so it's also easy to follow along. So if you want to jump to what happens on a specific day, you can easily do that. Wow, there's a hole right there in the wall. Huh. I think I've already looted this. Let's see what else we can find. Saving the game again. There's a zombie a little close to my house. I'm actually just going to kill him, honestly. I don't want to deal with this guy running at me. Whoa. He's trying to take a shot at me. Once you get a lot of practice at this game, you can get pretty good at... Oh, damn it, I just drew another one. You can get pretty good at hitting them without letting them hit you back. Should I shoot him? I might have to. It makes less noise, I think. Well, you know what? That's one way to do it. Taking one shot, and if it doesn't work in one hit, and just smacking them with the club to finish them off. Got him. Oh, some oil. That's good. We can't spend much more time out here. I think we've got enough of this stuff. Let's repair my axe. Where is it? There it is. So I don't know how much we're honestly going to do at night, because we're just going to be on the rooftop. I'll start breaking this rock for now. And yeah, then we'll just go on the roof. We have quite a lot of small rocks, actually. But these big ones can give you iron fragments, not just the small rocks. And those have another use. We will need to start hunting. At least rabbits. You can find plenty of rabbits in the desert. But I don't know if this biome is a good place for a permanent home. It is a pretty safe place to be, though. I'll say that much. Wow, they're smashing their way through one of the stores in the background there. I just heard metal breaking. Oh, yes. Okay, I should do this. I'm glad I remember this now. This needs to be broken. The bottom rung of the ladder. Otherwise, they can climb up. I don't want them to climb up. If the bottom one is broken, they shouldn't be able to climb. They're not really very smart about jumping and climbing, which is something I can do, on the other hand. Come on. I can see it cracking, the bottom of the ladder. Break the ladder from the bottom, obviously, because you just need to break the bottom rung. There we go. I got some scrap iron from that, which is good. So again, we'll just drop off all this extra stuff. Okay. Take that, I'll do something with it. Okay, first of all this orange stuff you can scrap into brass, which is good to do. I'll scrap this into iron. Great. Where's the iron? There it is. Perfect. Let's eat our chili. Let's drink some water. We should be good for the night at this point. And we should make some campfires. I'll make 2 campfires for now. I need to find a place for them. I don't know where to put them. Maybe like up here. Actually, no, because I want to break this metal air conditioning unit at some point. I'll just put them right here. So you can cook stuff at campfires. Okay. We should... actually, I can't do a lot of these glass jars right now. But I can use these cans. And they're really breaking stuff. I can just barely hear them breaking stuff in one of the other shops. And that ominous noise was nightfall. I'm just seeing how I can lower the amount of, or just like save some space here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to keep the cans. I can scrap those to iron, but I don't want to just yet, because I will need them until we find an object called a cooking pot. So until we find one, the only way to make water is out of basically using those tin cans. I'm going to keep my torch on me. I could just place it somewhere. Now you can't, unlike a game like Minecraft, you can't just sleep in your bed and make it just turn to day. You can't do that. You have to wait it out. Again, if a zombie detects me, at this point, it'll just like start running. You can see the zombie. There's like a fat zombie in the distance over there. Where'd he go? There was a fat zombie in the distance. Did he despawn? Anyway, zombies won't run unless they're alerted. So like if they notice something's up, then they'll start running. Hopefully we won't attract any attention. I don't really want to attract some attention yet. If we were playing on feral mode, which is one of the difficulty settings you can set, oh, things get way more intense. Let's put it that way. The zombies will auto-detect you at night if they're within a certain distance, so they'll just charge straight for you. Look at that, like they're smashing up that tool shop. They're really annoyed over something. But yeah, on feral, it's a lot more intense. We might do another series in the future if this one goes well, where we just start off on feral from day one. So I would have to be playing base defense right now. Although I've noticed that they tend not to show up in deserts for some reason. Like it's just way easier at nightfall in a desert than in other biomes. I'm not really sure why specifically. I'm gonna drop off some more of these feathers. Got quite a few eggs as well. That's good. It's good stuff to store. What else can we do with this? Okay, I'm gonna make some more wood. Okay, so what's our plan for tomorrow? Tomorrow, we want to loot this whole area pretty much. Look at those zombies over there. That one's just standing. Oh, he's moving now. He's coming this way. Ooh. They might have broken out of the tool shop. Alright. There are a few other things I would like to make. Eventually we'll make something called a forge, which is very expensive to make. But forges are good because you can smelt stuff in them. So you can make really advanced stuff. You can make, like, you'll need a forge if you want to make bullets, if you want to make iron ingots, all sorts of things that are very, very useful in the game. I will also need some cloth sometime soon because I don't really have. I'm only wearing like a bandana and some pants I found, like some leg armor that I found. So it's really not very good. Basically, that's armor that you can use for protection. So I would rather pick up some more. The only problem is the best way to get cloth is to find cotton plants, and you don't really find those in the desert. That's not too good. I could, like, as a way to get down from here in the morning, I could just kind of jump off of here, like go on this little area, go down the ramp, and then jump off. And hopefully it wouldn't result in me breaking any legs. That's one escape route, aside from the ladder, in case things go badly. Now I should mention why this game is called 7 Days to Die. And it's called that because every 7 days, basically the 7th day, it's like a cycle. The 7th day is basically the bad day when you get attacked by a lot of zombies and things can get really nasty. And in fact, the 7th night is a blood moon night, where you have like the moon basically goes red. It's like this big red moon. And basically at that point the zombies are all feral. Even if you're not playing on feral mode, the zombies will be feral on that 7th day of the cycle. So day 7, day 14, day 21, 28, and so on are the bad days. You're basically preparing for the 7th day each time. So by day 7 here, if we're going to stay in this place, we will need, to start building up lots of defenses and really consider what we need to do to not get destroyed, I guess. You can also get attacked by different types of zombies, including some we haven't seen yet. Sometimes you can get attacked by hordes of zombies, or just have hordes pass by if you're not on the 7th day, and you can just hide in that case and just let them go by. But if you alert a horde, they'll all just start attacking this area, which would suck. So yeah, you do have to worry about occasionally spawning hordes of zombies. They just randomly spawn. The closer you get to day 7, the harder things tend to get. Like, the more likely you are to find hordes or certain types of zombies just showing up uninvited. So it just gets worse and worse. In particular, the 6th day of the cycle is supposed to be, but I haven't seen this work consistently. The 6th day of the cycle is supposed to be a day when you get attacked by packs of zombie dogs. And zombie dogs are horrible to deal with. At least early on, before you have good stuff. Like right now, if you're going to attack by a pack of zombie dogs, I'd be pretty screwed. There's not a whole lot you can do. Unless I'm on this rooftop and I can just shoot them from a distance with my bow. But even that can be tricky. But if you're stuck on the ground with dogs chasing you, it's a disaster. Those dogs are very fast. They run during the day. Unlike the other zombies. So you're really not safe from them. Okay, let's do something else here. Let's make another storage chest. Just quickly get ourselves set up here. I'm not sure. I'm still debating whether I'm hearing footsteps. Or am I imagining that? Thought I heard footsteps. It's possible. I might be imagining it. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm still not sure if I want this to be a permanent base. I do want to explore south as well, but I think we should first clear this whole area and make sure we find anything we need. Except for the gun shop, which I will not loot intentionally. We might just break in and grab a few things from it, but just not the actual containers where the guns are. The medicine place, the pharmacy, that could be a good place. You can find a lot of good things there. And the tool shop's also very good. Look how many zombies there are there. Yeah, it's because we haven't cleared that area. Is that a car? I think that's a car. Cars are good to loot. Yeah, there's still quite a few trees here, but we're not going to have a lot of trees overall, which I'm not too happy about. And this is all sand, not dirt, which is not good because it's not good for planting stuff if we want to eventually make a farm. So this is really not the best place for a permanent base, honestly. Unless we bring in a lot of resources from elsewhere and start, like, multiplying them here, which is time-consuming and difficult. I don't know. Might be feasible. We'll see. For now, this is a great place to spend a night. And yeah. Okay. Should really start organizing these chests. There's quite a lot of things that we could worry about. I'm going to put all my gun parts somewhere else first. And yeah, the ammo stuff as well. Like this. And this. I'll keep like 12 here. And that as well. And I'll throw all these things in this other chest. So that it's all a bit more nice looking. Let's actually switch to the torch so you can actually see. Yes, and we'll put some, like, all our food stuff up here. Really, the moldy bread isn't actually food. I'll put it down here. You don't want to eat moldy bread. Okay, actually, I'll put this with the ammo as well. Paper and gunpowder, because it's going to be useful for that. Okay, it looks a little nicer. And now just wait out the rest of the night. It would be unwise to jump down right now and start fighting zombies when they're running at you. Could be pretty suicidal. We don't really have good tools to fight them. Remember, it takes a few hits for me to kill them. And good luck headshotting them with your bow and arrow when they're running. Oh, that guy's kind of close. I mean, it's not the end of the world. If he sees me, he's just going to start smacking at the building below me. But I don't want to encourage it, if I can avoid it. Yeah, so... not a lot to do right now. It's just because it's the first night. I don't have a huge number of things. Eventually, you're going to be so busy doing stuff that even at nighttime, you're just constantly working on something or something else. This would actually be a good place to have a farm on this rooftop. If I brought some dirt here and just like put it all over the place, it's doable. And I should decide what direction I want to go in. So we know if this road clearly leads into that city, which we found over here. That's the city. And we spawned all the way over here. So this is kind of the path I followed. I started there, I went east, I ran into the city, went back south, found this road, and just followed the road away from the city. And I can see there's actually a few small roads. Why did it just get so... Wow, okay. Suddenly everything is a lot lighter now, easier to see. But yeah, you can see there's a few small roads here going off the main road, which means this probably leads somewhere. And this is where we found, there was like a little garage on its own. And there was a water tower as well. So this stuff might lead to a few places in the north, but I also wonder what's in the south. Maybe we can get out of this biome, this desert biome, which is all we've seen so far, and actually find something more useful for human habitation. Yep, but we'll get there. Okay, so what to do now? If you're wondering what that is, like the little rectangles on those trees, that's just how, that's just because I guess my settings are set so the tree quality isn't too high, so they don't render when they're really far away, so it just shows like the rectangles. It looks a bit ugly, but it's also better for FPS. Try to keep my FPS at a higher level. That's my FPS right there. You can see your FPS with F8. And yeah, so plans for tomorrow, overall, we're going to loot this entire area. We're going to go south, I think. South is the way to go. And we're just going to keep collecting supplies. If we don't find a good place to move our base, I'll just stay here, longer, as long as I need to, really. But we do ideally want to find a different place. This could be like a backup base. In case we end up in the desert for whatever reason and we're far away from our other base, we could just go back here. But I don't want this to be my permanent base, like my main base. Although it's a nice spot because it has there's a big gun store. It's very defensible. Even if the zombies showed up in a massive horde and started smacking at this whole place, it would take them a long time to actually bring the building down, which is the risk that we're talking about. Zombies can break any blocks, and they can break them pretty efficiently. You'd be surprised. But something like of this surface area, it's so large that they'll break it in small bits very, very slowly. And it's made out of brick too, so they're going to have a hard time doing that. And that's the key thing here. So, yeah. That's basically what we're going to do. And, yeah. God, there's nothing to do right now. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, just preparing. There's got to be something I can think of. We only have 1 hour left of nighttime, and then we can go down in the next episode, actually. But yeah, let me talk about a few of these items. So these eggs are used in cooking. They're going to be very useful later on. Always collect eggs. Coffee beans are used to make coffee. So always pick them up because coffee is so valuable. I can't even begin to say how valuable it is. Aloe plants are used to make aloe cream and these good bandages. So try to pick them up if you can. Plant fibers are used for a couple things. Always good to have a supply of them on hand. Glass jars, you can fill them with water for the most part. You also need them for aloe cream and a few other things. So it's good to have a good supply of glass jars. They're a pretty basic item that you always need. And this is just food, a few rations that I found. So this is actually pretty useful. Actually, I'm going to eat at least one of these. Animal fat is used for a couple of things that I'll explain later. One of the things you can use is you need it for torches and candles if you want to make those, like my torch I'm carrying right now. And yeah, there are a few other more advanced things, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. Antibiotics are useful if you get infected. So the zombies can infect you with like the zombie virus. There's like 3 stages of infection and then you die. So antibiotics are used to cure that. They also cure dysentery and advanced dysentery. If you get dysentery, you can get dysentery if you drink basically water that isn't safe to drink. I don't know how else to put it. And yeah, and basically then we have a blood bag, which is used. Wow, there's just thunder in the background. I don't know if you heard that. In real life, thunder and lightning as well. Pretty much adds to the atmospheric effect in the game itself. So blood bags are used to make first aid kits later on once you learn how to make them. Moldy bread is actually used to make antibiotics, so that's good. Oil is used for, the main use is making repair kits to repair guns and certain advanced tools. Duct tape is used when you're making mini bikes, which you can eventually make in the game. And this iron stuff, like iron, brass, stuff like that, always pick it up as much as you can. Collect as much as you can. There are many uses for it. I'll get into that stuff later, pretty much. Empty cans I'm going to use to collect some water early on, but otherwise we'll scrap it pretty much. And feathers, always pick up feathers from those birds' nests because you need arrows and later crossbow bolts once you get to that point. And I think that is it. This is basically morning, and I think we're going to end this episode right here. I know it's a bit more boring because it's the first night and I'm not playing on Feral for this first series, but it will get very interesting. So stay tuned for the next episode.